What is up, guys and gals? It is Icon here, and I'm bringing you another Call of Duty Ghosts video commentary. And in this video, I want to take you to Create a Soldier, and I want to show you the single best SMG loadout if you're going to play competitive Call of Duty Ghost. So, first of all, I have two different setups. You're going to see them both here. I'm using the MTAR. So, let's just go ahead and let's jump right into it. First of all, in terms of SMG, a lot of people have their favorites, but mine and a lot of other competitive Call of Duty players, like the pros, if you watched MLG Columbus and you would have seen this, but a lot of people use the MTAR. So the MTAR, it's the best. It's kind of like a hybrid gun almost. It has the highest kill range at a distance. So in terms of like bullet damage, it only goes down to 25. So no matter where you are on the map, it's going to kill in 4 bullets at the most. So that is something that makes this gun awesome, and up close it just completely shreds people. It's not as close as the Vector. The Vector actually kills faster at a closer range, but I feel like this gun is more reliable. The hits always register, so this is what I use, and a lot of other people, like competitive pros, use as well. But anyways, in terms of attachment, I love the grip. It's great for trying to control recoil. This gun does have quite a random recoil pattern. It's not something that's necessarily predictable, but it's easy to control, and having a grip just makes it so much better. And I like to use the red dot sight, and the reason why I use that is because the iron sights in this are just awful. There's like this little magnetic thing type deal going on the left side of the iron sight, and it takes up like 15-20% of your screen, and it's hard to see. So if you can use the iron sights, you know, by all means go ahead and do it. I cannot use them, so I use a red dot. But grip to help deal with the recoil, to make your shot a little bit better, and then red dot sight to try to get rid of that awful iron sight. So after that, I don't use a secondary. I want to load up on perks. I don't use a lethal or tactical, except for in certain situations, and I'll go through that in a second. In terms of my perks, I run this class if they're using a lot of stuns and whatnot. So if they're using stuns, then I will switch to this, or if they're not, then if they're not using stuns, then I will approach that a little bit differently, and I'll explain that when I get to the next class. So first of all, for perks, ready up. I sprint all the time, especially in COD. And if you're using an SMG, you're using it because you want that 100% movement ability. Whereas if you're using an assault rifle, it retracts that a little bit down to 90%. So ready up, you're going to be sprinting all the time, especially with marathons, so you have unlimited sprint. So every time you're done sprinting, your weapon's ready faster, so that's why I use ready up. So after that, I use steady aim, although with this gun, I don't really see much of a benefit from steady aim. A lot of the other SMGs, like the Vector or the Bison or the Vepr, all of those guns have great hipfire accuracy. Now this one, the MTAR, I've noticed that I lose quite a bit of gun battles if I don't zoom in or if I don't aim down sight. So I don't know about steady aim, but I use it just because it's one of those placebo effects. I feel like if I don't use it, then I'm going to lose more gun battles. So I just I leave it on there. After that, dead silence is a must. And again, I don't switch between if I'm playing domination or if I'm playing search or whatnot. I always use dead silence. So I always use the same classes because unlike in Black Ops 2 where the sound horn wasn't so good, in this game it is off the charts. So you have to use dead silence so they always know where you're at. And then focus is a must. I feel like those top 5 perks are absolutely, positively, 100%. You have to use them. It's just the nature of competitive COD. It doesn't allow you much leeway. And then I also have tac resist. Now again, like I said, I use this one if they are throwing stuns. It's just a way to protect myself so that I can get more kills. I can give my team the advantage. I can go ahead and win games. Again, it's all about winning. And tac resist, if they're throwing stuns, then this is definitely what you need. After that, strike package. I mean, take this for what it's will. Not too many people are going to go on 7 or 10 kill streaks in competitive, but I throw on agility, quick draw, sleight of hand. Again, it's mostly just those movement perks, those increased speed perks. You can switch these however you want. If you feel like you want quick draw or sleight of hand first, then by all means switch those around. But I would definitely stick with the movement perks because, like I said, you want to get to places as quickly as possible. That's the whole point of using an SMG, so that you can get to places quickly. So this is what I use. Now, I do mess around with this a little bit. First of all, if I notice that they are not, and we're going to go ahead and switch to the other class, by the way. I just want to make sure that you notice that I switch classes. But if I notice that I'm not getting stunned a lot, then there's a good chance that they don't have tac resist on and they're not throwing stuns. So if they're not throwing stuns, then I will switch to my class that goes right ahead and it puts sleight of hand in the normal perk spot, and it gets rid of tag resist. So if I'm not getting stunned, then there's a good chance that they're not expecting to be stunned either. So I will get rid of tag resist and I will put my stuns on. Now, this is one of those things that's going to set you apart from other players, just because a lot of people don't think this way. So by all means, I would start the game with this class setup. I would put on tag resist, and if you notice that you are not getting stunned, then I would switch to this one, so that way you have a tactical. You go ahead and you switch out sleight of hand, so you get sleight of hand and you get rid of tag resist, and you get a nade as well. So this is a big thing for me. I feel like this really, if I notice it, like I said, in the first 30 seconds or a minute, I go ahead and I switch to this class, and it gives me an even bigger advantage over the enemy. And then again, the stuff at the bottom is all the same. I put sleight of hand into my my perk slot. So in terms of specialist, I put steady aim first, and then agility, and then quick draw. So I hope this helped you guys. Again, I just focused on the SMGs. I'm gonna go to assault rifles. I'm gonna do another video, so pay attention for that soon. But like I said, the MTAR, if you notice that you're not getting stunned, switch to a class where you have stuns, and then you can get rid of that tag resist. That way you're protecting yourself, you're stunning them, you're going to give yourself a beat on them in terms of winning gun battles, and it's going to give yourself a better chance of winning the game, and that's what it's all about. So I hope you guys like this video. I hope that you can take a lot from it. Again, if you want to switch out a primary, go ahead and do that. Some people like the Bison or the Vepr or the K7 a little bit better. I never go away from the MTAR. But that's just a personal choice. Everybody uses something a little bit different. So again, guys, thanks for choosing another one of my videos. I appreciate it so much. If you could like, comment, most importantly, if you could share, and if you're new here, then go ahead and subscribe. Leave a comment. I'll interact with you guys, and if not, then until next time.